What's up guys, welcome to my channel. If this is the first time you're stopping by, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Allison and I specialize in all things that have to do with non-toxic living. So today I would like to talk to you guys about 5 top chemical ingredients that are underneath your counter or lurking in your products. Toxin number 1, phthalates. And I'm sure you guys have heard of this. They are literally in everything, which is why it's so important to make sure that you are really paying attention to the things that you're purchasing and what the ingredients are. They're really hard to avoid, which I just feel like that's kind of the way it is these days now, right? But anyways, I want to go over some of the main sources of them, what the problem with them is, and then what you can do to avoid them. Phthalates are known endocrine disruptors, meaning that they interfere with the endocrine system, which is the hormonal system that conducts basically everything that the body does. We're run by a bunch of hormones, right? So hormone signaling, mimicking hormones, replacing hormones, suppressing hormones, binding to hormones, interfering with essential nutrients that are vital to the body, telling cells to die prematurely. All of these things, that is what endocrine disruptors do, and that is what phthalates are. They are endocrine disruptors. What's even more scary is that now they have actually found traces of phthalates in blood, urine, and breast milk. So if you're a mom and you're breastfeeding or you're pregnant, anything that you're putting on your body, anything that you're breathing in, all of that stuff is going to go directly to baby. As far as men go, phthalates actually reduce testosterone and sperm count in men. So it's just as important for you guys. Okay, common sources of them. Beauty products, plastic shower curtain liners, food wrappings, anything that contains plastic, phthalates are going to be in there. Skincare products, household cleaners, anything that has fragrance in it, diaper mats, school supplies, inflatable toys for children, you name it, they're there. So what can you do about it? Plastic shower curtain liners, swap them out for fabric ones. Choose organic or plant-based natural skincare lines that are phthalate-free. Swap out brands like Clorox for brands like Force of Nature or Branch Basics. Those two are really good. The second toxin is Triclosan. So Triclosan is an antimicrobial. It is used primarily in hand sanitizers and antibacterial soaps, and it inhibits or prevents the growth of bacteria and fungi. Children who are exposed to triclosan at a very young age have an increased risk of asthma, eczema, and getting allergies. Additionally, triclosan has become so ubiquitous that a recent study that they did tested 75% of urine samples tested positive for triclosan. So the biggest problem with triclosan is for its ability to actually create antibiotic resistant bacteria. So essentially what you're doing when you go and you use antibacterial soaps and hand sanitizer and things like that, yes, you might be killing off pathogenic bacteria and fungi. However, another thing that you are doing is you are causing, so those species are alive. You are causing those species to have the ability to mutate and turn into more virulent forms of themselves, which we have no protection over. Triclosan is also linked with dioxin, which is a known carcinogen. So, you know, carcinogens are, right? They cause cancer. Okay, so triclosan is really scary. So I think the biggest thing with triclosan is that people feel the need to use hand sanitizers or antibacterial substances to kind of clean. You don't need to do that. As far as your hands go, simple hand washing, 20 to 30 seconds with soap and warm water, is going to prevent more illnesses than using hand sanitizer with triclosan. Additionally, if you are on the go and sometimes you do need hand sanitizer, I also have a video about a homemade hand sanitizer that I made, so be sure that you check that out. Another problem with triclosan is that it's lipophilic, meaning that it binds or stores itself in fat, okay? Breast milk, ladies. So triclosan has actually, like phthalates, has been found in blood, urine, and breast milk samples. So it's extremely important that you guys avoid these types of substances, particularly around your kids, when you're pregnant, when you're breastfeeding. I mean, really just all of the time. It's best to just totally avoid them. Third toxin is chlorine. So chlorine is a disinfecting agent that breaks the chemical bond of viruses and bacteria. Chlorine, obviously, as most people know, is added to drinking water to help, rid it of pathogenic bacteria and viruses, which is good. We need that because we don't want to get sick. However, chlorine is extremely dangerous, especially when you are bathing and showering and you're not using filters on your system. One of the primary concerns with chlorine is the damage that it does to the respiratory system. So if you think about when you shower, you hop in the shower and you have no filter, that chlorine is literally releasing into vapors, and then you are inhaling it. It goes directly into the bloodstream and wreaks way more havoc on the body than drinking chlorinated water ever could to the body. So it's really important that you guys put some sort of shower filter on your shower. I got one on Amazon that lasts for like 6 to 12 months, and it was like $30, and it's a 10-step filtration system. So I'll be sure to link that in the notes below for you guys, so you can check that out, okay? Another place that chlorine is found is in bleached coffee filters. So you want to make sure that you're not using coffee filters that are white, that you're using ones that are natural, or you can actually use like an organic fabric one. You can get those, and those usually last like 6 to 12 months. So sources of chlorine are going to be obviously pools, tap water, scouring agents, whitening agents, toilet paper, napkins, coffee filters, paper towels. Toxin number 4 is 2-butoxyethanol. Sorry, I always have a hard time pronouncing that. Butoxyethanol is added to substances as a solvent and helps kind of disperse soil. So its intention is to help kind of reduce elbow grease. The scariest thing about this substance is that it is absolutely not required by companies to actually put it on a label. So zero transparency is required for this. That's extremely scary because this stuff is really nasty. So the National Emission Standards sets the Clean Air Act, and they have flagged this substance as dangerous because of the increased risk at which it reduces. So it can cause serious health problems such as low birth rate, reduced fertility, and producing toxic liver metabolites. Butoxyethanol comes in contact with the skin either directly or through inhalation, and is associated with an increased risk of asthma and allergies as well. Additionally, there are a host of other aliases that this substance goes by, so make sure that you check those out. I mean, literally there's like a list of like 10 to 15 aliases in which it goes by. The most common source of butoxyethanol is going to be window cleaners, surface cleaners, spot cleaners, liquid soaps. It's actually found in mascara, hairspray, and shampoo. Really freaking scary as a woman. Toxin number 5 is perchloroethylene. For short, I'm going to call it PERC because it's kind of a mouthful. So PERC is a clear, volatile, colorless, odorless solvent that is primarily added to dry cleaning solutions. The EPA has classified it as a possible carcinogen, and it is a known neurotoxin. So a neurotoxin is literally a poison to the brain, to your whole nervous system. The most common exposure to this substance are obviously people who get their clothes dry cleaned regularly, or people who live in close proximity to a dry cleaner. So it's associated with dizziness, nausea, illness. And just to give you an idea of how serious this substance is, California plans to ban it exclusively by 2023. If you are somebody who has a lot of clothes that say dry clean only, rather than actually going to a dry cleaner, you can go to a wet cleaner. They use a water-based technology rather than using chemical solvents. My son woke up. Anyways, you guys, so those are 5 top common chemicals that are hiding under your counter. Make sure that you guys like this video and subscribe. And as always, drop me some comments below so I kind of know what you're looking for and can continue putting out good content for you, okay? Have a good day. Bye.